Jack Hamady was a great Flint Rotarian whose life personified the Rotary motto of service above self. His interactions with others always exemplified Rotary's philosophy of truth, fairness, goodwill, and mutual benefit. By living his life this way, he became affectionately known throughout our community as Mr. Rotary. Born in Syria in 1909, Jack emigrated to Flint with his parents in 1920. Other Hamady family members had already settled here a decade or two before, including his great-uncle, Michael Hamady. Flint was a booming factory town in 1911 when Jack's great-uncle opened his first grocery store. Located across from the Buick factory on Industrial Avenue, his first inventory was 6 cases of Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Over the next 60 years, the Hamady family expanded the business to 34 supermarkets, employing 1,300 people, with sales of $300 million annually. If your roots are from Genesee County, you will undoubtedly recognize this Hamady Brothers sign. These craft paper bags, when filled with groceries, were affectionately known as Hamady sacks. Jack began working for his great-uncle at a young age and continued with the supermarket chain until it was sold in 1972. Jack loved Flint and considered himself a community servant.
The first word is truth. Be truthful. Just don't look at people for their color. I love Flint, and I think somehow there has to be that or the world would demolish, is for people to love where they are and try to improve it. If you do right, if you work hard, and if you're doing something worthwhile, you know about it inside of you. There's no better place in the world than the United States. But thank God for our Constitution, and thank God for good people here that are continuing to do the best that they can. And I believe God is helping us.
Jack joined Rotary in 1957 and from day one was a living example of service above self. He became our 54th president in 1967 and then stepped up to the Rotary district governorship in 1972-73. After his district governor's term, he fathered 4 new Rotary clubs: Genesee Valley, Burton, Fenton, and Flushing. And by the way, he introduced more than 100 new members to our club and maintained perfect attendance for 40½ years. His commitment and devotion led to his affectionate title of Mr. Rotary. During Doug Bacon's year as president, 1993, an endowment fund was established to ensure Flint Rotary's future. The Community Foundation of Greater Flint manages the fund. The board saw this as an opportunity to honor our great Rotarian, Jack Hamady. Without his knowledge, they created a recognition for contributions of $1,000 or more to the endowment fund. The recognition would be known as a Jack Hamady Fellow. If the contributor desires, they may designate another person to receive the honor. On September 30th, 1994, Jack Hamady was overwhelmed and speechless as he was honored as our club's first Jack Hamady Fellow. To date, 44 Jack Hamady Fellows have been honored, and a multitude of others have made contributions to the endowment fund. The fund now exceeds $350,000 and provides about $20,000 annually in funding to our community and international projects. Jack Hamady was an outstanding role model, inspiring every Rotarian to continually provide service above self. We honor his legacy through contributions to the Flint Rotary Endowment Fund. In this way, the great work of Rotary that Jack loved so dearly can continue into perpetuity.